Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Sheikh Muhammad Shabil and today me and my group will be presenting about the types of training that have been conducted by the chosen organization. We have been assigned to choose one public or private organization and position to be included in our video. Before we go further into this topic, let us define what is training first. Training is a process of teaching employees the skills they need to perform their jobs efficiently. With this, it can enhance the knowledge and skills of employees while providing information and instruction on how to perform a specific task. This can also be the process of receiving knowledge, develop competencies and skills, adopting behaviors that can improve performance in current job. The purpose of training is to create a pool of readily available and adequate replacement for personnel who may leave or move up in the organization. For example, when a personnel leave or retire in the organization, they will be replaced by a new personnel. The new personnel must equip with new knowledge and skills to continue the job and achieve the organization objective. The second purpose is building a more efficient, effective, and highly motivated team. This can improve the company's competitive position and improve employee morale in the company. However, in this topic, we had choose the AirAsia company with the position of pilot. Training is a must for a pilot to fly an aircraft because he is the one that is responsible on safety of his passenger. Without the proper training, it will cost a lot of life and hence will make a huge impact towards the organization in terms of profit and loss. For the next point, I will pass to my group mate on what are the types of training that a pilot must involve in.
Airline Transport Pilot License Theory (ATPL Theory) is one of the stages you undertake when completing your Integrated Flight Deck program. You cannot obtain an ATPL license without completing the ATPL Theory. This is done by successfully passing 14 theoretical exams including meteorology, principle of flight, and navigation. The ATPL theory is divided into 3 sections. The ATPL theory stage is designed to teach you all the theory that is required in order to safely and professionally operate aircraft in a commercial environment. There are 14 subjects that must be learned in the ATPL and divided into 3 modules. Module 1, they will learn about meteorology, aircraft general knowledge covering power plant systems and electrics, law, IFR communication, and VFR communication. For Module 2, they will learn about principle of flight, instrumentation, performance, and flight planning. And for the Module 3, they will learn about operational procedure, general navigation, radio navigation, human performance and limitation, and also mass and balance.
In Part 2 of AirAsia Cadet Pilot Program, the cadets will go through the MPL program. MPL stands for Multi-Pilot License. It focuses on training cadets for a specific airline and aircraft. The course makes greater use of training simulators, incorporates competency-based training, and further applies human factors, including threat and error management. This program consists of 4 phases. In Phase 1, the cadets will go through core training. At here, they will learn how to fly solo in a single-engine piston aircraft. They will also begin their simulator training. They will go through UPRT, which is upset prevention and recovery training. It is approximately 6 months for the cadets to complete this Phase 1. In Phase 2, the cadets will go through basic training, which is ground school and simulator-based training on the Boeing 737-800. Ground school is classroom lecture or lesson by a flight instructor, where aeronautical theory is learned in preparation for the cadets' written, oral, and flight pilot licensing examination. The cadets will go through introduction to jet flying with an emphasis on instrument maneuvers, a bridge from a piston aircraft into a turbine aircraft. The cadets will also go through introduction to a flight management system, flight control panel, and automation. Meanwhile, they will also be learning about managing workload, energy management, descent planning, and more airline-centric training. It will take them about 2 months to complete this phase 2. Phase 3 and 4 are the intermediate and the advanced training. At here, the cadet will go through the simulator-based training on the A320. The cadet will go through the introduction to aircraft flows and checklists, which is the progress into hand flying the aircraft in full flight simulator. The cadets also will be introduced to the basic abnormal procedures and progress to complex malfunctions, culminating with line-oriented flight training scenarios. Line-oriented flight training, or LOFT, LOFT, is a training in a simulator with a complete crew using representative flight segments that contain normal, abnormal, and emergency procedures that may be expected in line operation. This phase 3 and 4 for cadets will took them about 8 months to complete these phases.
Importance of training to the pilot position and AirAsia organization. Number 1, the organization can identify pilots who lack training, lack confidence, or less skill in piloting aircraft. Training can also help the pilots themselves to identify their own weaknesses and can overcome them. Training can also improvise the performance of pilots and AirAsia. This is because AirAsia's performance depends on the performance of its pilot. If the pilot is not in good mental and physical condition, it can give bad effect on AirAsia. A pilot who is in good and conducive environment will produce positive things, as the pilot will not think to changing to another organization. Employee growth can also be seen because with the availability of quality training initiative, it will further strengthen the relationship between employees, and things like this will be seen by people who want to work in the organization. The level of achievement of an organization is guided by feedback from customer. Therefore, an organization should provide training to its employee to satisfy the customer. With the concept of customer always right, every employee must work hard to deliver happier customer. As the conclusion, there are many types of training will be given to the pilot based on their scope of work. If they are private aircraft pilot, the training method is not same with normal aircraft pilot. Training should be done from time to time to ensure that the level of intelligence of the pilot is at a good level. The organization should make sure the pilot is training seriously, because a small mistake when they are piloting the aeroplane can cause bad things to happen. Lastly, as we can see that training really gives benefit to both employees and employers, we can refer to the importance of training that given, which is related to each point.